I literally just didn't even know.
Yeah, I mean, he's rolled with Gordon Ryan.
Yeah,
he didn't win, but he's rolled with him.
Anybody fucking else. That's just saying I got knocked out by Tyson.
Yeah, it's like, well, you probably still learn some shit, I'm sure, even if you get your shit knocked.
I don't know. Get knocked out by Tyson, you may know less.
Yeah, you might have some short-term memory problems.
Yeah, some holes in the intellect at that point.
Cool. Yeah, we are being live streamed. This is recorded, so if you say anything incriminating, it's not my fault.
Y'all probably see RJ and I are
I mean, I've seen videos, right?
it was like college. So like 3 or 4 years, he was like, people were getting paid like $500,000 to fight Tyson.
Yeah.
And they like it was 97.
Oh, you thought, yeah, professional thing. You know, it'd be like round one. It's like, all this bullshit.
I don't know anything about it. Like, I don't know. Like, you put days in percentage, and it's heavyweight contender.
Yeah.
Go in there. He's the one that told me that.
Who's
If
you watch Christian, you won't necessarily be scared. You should,
Yeah.
but you won't.
It doesn't sound.
Yeah,
that-
you're just like,
I'm telling you, I know the past one, like 2 or 3 days. Oh, Andrew, you ever seen his size? They're like, I mean, I don't even know. They're probably that big. It used to be a linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. So
And he used to weigh like
they go.
He used to be fat.
and understand, I know you guys, I really want to have to introduce this. Why don't they linebacker?
Oh, yeah.
So
I was like,
Imagine.
what the fuck is the dude that
Yeah.
it's he
Yeah.
and then
An NFL guy.
starting to now
When you start talking about people who are like 280 running 4.2s and they're benching like 400 pounds.
this is the different human than me.
Yeah. Well, have you heard him? He's talked about, like, you think I'm an athlete? Like, I played college football and there were people way more athletic than me.
Well, it's all in context. Like, he is an athlete in this.
In here, yeah.
Yeah. Us and wrong. It's like, I don't even know. He's gonna fucking get to that.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's what Dallas and different.
And your upper percentage, right?
I mean,
But if you start getting to the upper,
Yeah.
and then you put them all in a room, it's like, well, you know, I'm not
that,
that.
he's not winning. Blue. Because that's like, it's kind of like, well, there's no sense. It's like bananas, but if you can like bench your own body weight and run a mile in less than 15 minutes, you can't get better than like 95% of the country. You know what I mean?
And then you look around.
We go to Walmart, bro.
You go to Walmart, but you just don't expect that, most like 7 billion people on the planet.
Yeah.
Like,
I know there's thinking about like babies and old people and like stuff like that. I would think so, yeah. If you're gonna know the statistic.
Yeah.
to, let's say, 45, 50.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more people in that range. than you, But if we're talking about everybody,
Well, it's also like, who can let's go into like, debate and all that. And like, hey, wants to run a mock?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, what is it like? Is it bench body weight to do an 8-minute mile?
It's something like that. I forget. It's kind of like the whole deal about I've heard this, I have no idea. I've done zero fact checking. It's like, you have like $1,000 in the bank, you're like in the top 5% of the world.
James Bean three, that three may be too better.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
Well, wealth is the same thing. It's like, it's not linear. There's a line where it's just like everybody's chugging along, incrementally getting better, and then it hits the last 0.01 and it just goes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Makes an end.
I'm not
Yeah,
even.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
know,
it's
Yeah, I mean, like, what was it, like, what gossip, but I was like, what? We won't have to say that way.
Try, and the big thing is that.
Fucking
He's a year different.
Yeah, that's the other crazy thing, like, I don't mean, I don't know why, the law, the time he graduated, I just, cause I knew he played football, I was like, okay, so, I know he's fighting.
Like, yeah.
He's got like an extra side, fucking graduated political science.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Well, but that's kind of like the, if you think you're gonna be a professional, you go on the probably side,
Yeah.
you know?
So,
I would
Still,
say,
my point is like, it's not this degree,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean?
It wasn't a little bit.
Yeah, it's not like fucking,
It's just the intelligence, but like his mindset.
Yeah.
Somebody that you can't break, really hard to beat, and hard to meet somebody like that.
Yeah.
Most people have
right
it.
now.
He might, I've never seen it.
we ain't found it.
I've
And
definitely
then,
seen people who tap them, you know,
yeah.
once or twice or 5 or 10 times, but that's different than like maybe.
the problem.
Yeah, that's like bodily injury, right? Not like.
Almost too much. Just, yeah, like perfect, because now.
First time
I
I've ever
think
seen
put
somebody
back
push
in,
into the 20-minute mark.
put out, right? So now.
On this gym. And they were up, that was up to the tornado, they were up in like the attic of like a sportsplex, so all the heat's up there. And anyways, dude, I remember looking at Christian, there was like, dude, there was like a long time, like 7 minutes, and he's like, you know.
Yeah.
anyway. Him and Wallace both did some shit like that, and I was like, I quit, I don't want the belt that bad. Getting the belt does not make me any better, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you know, it's like, we got
Jump over.
Yeah.
I was standing, he's trying to go back in the full bit, and we literally like.
Well, I do that, you know.
And he's like, no, shoot, I'm trying to think about it. Looking like an old dog, and here he comes.
Oh, and then this other
It
one.
reminds me very similar of one of the worst things I ever did in my high school career was fucking, some party, some guy did something, I come over and fucking top. And just, I'm a bad mother, and I've heard him go. Bad.
I didn't hear no fucking bell.
And that's what I learned, follow these
Oh, obviously, you can't do it, but he said, this is a very effective one, I don't know. And I did the same thing that I just did kind of, and he basically just saying like, I'm like, okay, do
Go slowly. I just definitely think there's gyms where the belts are not at our level. I think there's gyms where fucking one strike white belts are over your head.
yeah,
The interesting part about jiu-jitsu, you know, it's not like taekwondo. There's no like rule book. So this guy can do this many things in a row. He now gets that belt.
yeah, exactly.
I think those guys were just like.
They literally were like ahead in every single way, like literally every single way.
Crazy.
Yeah. It wasn't even like they were being mean. necessarily.
No, okay, it's
It's
just like.
just they were like, dude, when we walked in the building, it was literally like 1,000 degrees. Like, I've never been more tired in my entire life. Like, literally felt like I was dying.
Where's this thing go?
Pentagon,
How did that?
Mount Vernon.
They went to a Petco and just started shit. Something random civilians.
Dog was looking at me like,
Want to just breeze through class and roll, or do you wanna go?
Yeah, yeah.
Feel like
dude,
there?
also, I think,
But it's, is that, the whole class, or?
Just let him talk.
Go ahead, we'll be gone for a week. Yeah, go ahead, I'm sorry.
I honestly want Christian to go there, because I feel like if you really like go there and just see how they do things, it'll change so much stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I'm being serious, yeah.
like the way they teach you stuff.
Yeah, like, when, maybe it was just that certain day, but I think anyways, we should start doing this in positional rolling more often.
Yeah.
These guys, they like went back and forth on positional rolling, and they did like butterfly half, I didn't even know that was the thing before now. They did, yeah, they did, half guard, positional stuff, they did, like different types of positional sparring, and then for the rest of the class, we just like, oh.
Yeah. So they didn't feature anything, they just did positional sparring and then.
Yeah, and so I'm guessing they have technique things, but
They
I,
probably do, yeah.
yeah, but, that, I think we should implement the positional rolling.
Well, I definitely, like, I have it written down in here to do today, but I definitely, every time I teach you, like, here's a move, I try to teach it like in a way that makes sense, like I'm about to teach some guard stuff.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna positional spar in guard, like, so you can use it. So I definitely agree with that, and then like drillers make killers too, like.
Yeah.
Sometimes learning 5 techniques in a day isn't good, because you go home and you're like, "Did I even
I think
you
that's
know?
something that
But
they,
the reps are boring, right, but that's how you get.
these guys, they have to do that. They have to have these kind of.
That's the only way you can do it at full speed, is to
Yeah.
have done it.
Like their technique, I've never felt someone with better technique.
I'm guilty of it too, though. Like when we're drilling something, I'm guilty of getting it down like 5 times, never practicing my weak side, and then being like, then just bullshit, like I'm guilty of it as well.
Yeah.
But what, I mean, like, at that point, if you think drilling is real important, like Christian can't just be like, all right, stop talking, dude, get some more reps, and like, that's kind of
Yeah,
on you to utilize it, I know. But, yeah, learning 5 techniques in a day is kind of a lot.
I think so too.
All right, do y'all want to do like an actual class, or do you want to just kind of do a little bit and then roll? What do you want to do?
Took trouble writing it down, brother.
I'm teaching Wednesday too, I mean, Wednesday. Yeah, we'll do it. Like, we'll do something. All right, cool. Let's get some more. Some of the stuff would be good for you for sure. Yeah, I think y'all wanna leave, cause you know, you learned so much at Pentago, like, you won't hurt my feelings. All right, we're gonna see what Christian does. Jumping jacks, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pots. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. You go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just because I'm a show cross collar today, when you're doing these, as you're doing your sit-ups, face your palms toward you, and then just squeeze in with your lats. Don't play your. So anyways, next time do that. Ready? Demo sit-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Flipping in place. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What exercises? Chin to chest. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Chin to the shoulders. Ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ear to shoulder, ready to go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So just throw our back out 3D triangles. So just throw up a triangle, get your hips off the ground and put a triangle. Ready? 2, 1,
We'll do the, looks like it's the same base, so. Oh, we do that. One, three. Alright, yeah, alright, so the first one, everybody know, just fall, stand base. Big fall, stand base. Alright, go ahead. Don't watch, make the noise breaking in there. You can go ahead and keep searching all the way down. About 55. Yeah, and that's the way I've heard it. You're drilling it. All of it. Wait, I'm going to shooting for a shot, right? You know, shooting for a shot. All right, go ahead, do some, shoot in the shot. Set it up with a feint if you want. Yes. I think it's cool to do. Don't bring both knees down, Dylan. It's Dylan, right? Yeah. You bring that back to your power, right? So you bring that back. Yeah. Now the forward rows. Spread space is backward. Much better. Much better. What are you looking at? About 180. All in 45. Not doing this, but we're gonna do anything. Y'all ever do, you remember the carry drills? You shoot in and you kind of carry somebody. Try to space out, find your partner. Waylon, I think I'm the lightest in here other than you. So me. Space out between these fans here, groups of two, and I'll show you what we're doing. Thanks. Anyways, the two that I would do here is gonna be a single leg take or a double leg takedown, so the whole idea is when you step in to get good penetration, so your posture stays up. So when I'm shooting the takedown, right, come in, step in, come down, see when my head go up, you don't want to be here. And that's just moving and keep it. So anyways, keep your takedown, take as much time as you want, make sure you get a good nice strong posture or base up with them. And through the wall. Because if you don't have a good posture, you're not gonna be able to pick them up. The other one you might try, if you remember it, which if you're doing this one, start backwards. Is the duck under to the little hip bump thing that we were doing. So we're working duck under. Just do 10 reps each person, please. And yeah, think about getting that good penetration, keep your posture tall. No, just you can switch up as you want, just 10 reps somehow. So one down, yeah, you can make a long ways. You just pop me up. Good on your hands, yeah. Oh, I'll hurt myself still.
Got into our news when we did the news.
Yeah, kind of like just moving the fuck out of it. Well, remember when Chris was talking about that on Wednesday or whatever? I don't know if you come in here like this. You have to get the fucking. But that's why. Like,
I couldn't explain it to you. If you go, you can hear that. I think you guys have it.
What do you know,
You know, it's children.
I don't know, kind of song.
Everything's good.
Okay, we might just do five. Yeah, just do five and be done, let's take it. Yeah, see, something's wrong there, Kyle. I'll watch the next one,
Feels like you move up, you stay back before you shut down. So.
Yeah. Here. That's something too.
What the fuck I'm doing now? Fourth. No, this is like, back, no, you know what I'm saying? Pushing you this way, you kind of running.
Now, if y'all wanna get a quick drink of water, go ahead and then we'll go over some stuff. Some stuff in, okay. I kind of found a bunch of new people being here, just go over some basic stuff. I might just do one guard that you don't know. Full guard basics, I guess. That'd be good for you. Some of y'all. I'm on top. Let's go ahead and talk about it. So, if I'm on top here, one big no-no, hands on the mat. You don't want to do that. Even if he fucks me forward. That's bad. I really want to find his body, keep his armpit grips. So first rule I'm gonna say is try to keep your hands off the mat. The second thing here, this is Andre Galdeo for but if he starts getting his hip outside of my knee, like cut an angle, kind of strength, he can attack now. So one thing you want to keep in mind is if you get out of that knee, you gotta get him right back into that, just so this is where he can start attacking. We can start doing, if I'm gonna scissor sweep you, I gotta get to this point. If he's gonna throw up a triangle or anything, it's good at this point. So hands off the mat, try to contain his hips to the side of your knees. We talk about a guard break then. So you're stuck in this spot, you really want to keep me here. This can be the basic Gracie guard break. I'm sure everybody's seen it 100 different times. I'm gonna show it anyways. Basically, you get a good grip on the middle of their chest. Two more concepts, sorry. Guy on top, you want to maintain your posture, right? You don't want to let him break you down. You're gonna do that usually by keeping your hands on his chest. If I put my hands too low, fuck me forward, just pull me in. You can kind of break that. If I keep my hands too high, I start to be vulnerable for arm attacks and shit like that. So right in the middle, keep your posture up. So that's where the star break's gonna start. Hands in the middle, grab both lapels. I'm sure everybody's seen this in his sternum. This hand here is gonna go, I don't know what you wanna call that, your hip bone. You can kind of feel the hip bone here. There's people will say, you know, you can see videos where they talk about grabbing the pants, but you might not be in a heat. So I'm gonna say put your hand on their hip. Keep the pressure here and here. We're gonna decide the way we wanna go. If I'm gonna break this guard and move his leg, I'm gonna get my whole body on that side. So I'm gonna bring arms on to the left. I'm gonna bring his right knee into the middle of his butt. Facing my left knee out a little bit, maintaining my push. And I'm gonna kind of twist my hip out all at the same time. So maintain your push. If I'm going left, I'm bringing my right knee to the middle of his butt. Keep pushing on him, hip out, and then you can get up, you know, combat base, whatever, how you want to do it. One thing to note, if I'm doing this and I get these grips and I lean forward, it's not gonna work. You can pull me, you know. If I start leaning forward, it's not gonna work. You gotta maintain a good center of balance, even when you do this, even when you do this. Okay. Does everybody know that one? Do we need to do it? You wanna do it? You wanna do it? Or no? Okay, let's do it. Let's get a couple reps in and then I'll tell you another one. 3, 2, 1. Too much green tea, man. I'm all amped up right now. Start actually, you know, if they know the move, give them a little bit more resistance. Don't go 100 with them, but give them more resistance with your legs. Make sure they're yeah, nice. You can stand in combat base there, you know, and just like again, but as long as you're breaking the guard, that's kind of. Feel good about it? Cool. Hold on to the other card break. I know that everybody's probably seen that in every single pack. Two more concepts I have written down there. This one also from Andre Galvez. Active toes, look at that behind my feet, look at my feet. I'm on my toes, right? I'm not like this. And that's basically because if you start to do like a butterfly sweep or something, it's a lot harder to put a base out like that. But if I'm up here, you know, a lot more. So, and then the other thing I was gonna say is if I end up one arm in, one arm out, it is bad. You don't want to be here. You want to at least get, yeah, you at least want to get this if you can, the elbow inside the leg. But if you end up here, it's a bad spot to be. So that's just one more concept. All right. The second guard break. I learned this one last time I taught class, I guess, and I've been using it. But the funny thing is I looked it up and I couldn't find any information on it. So I'm just going to show you what I've been doing in class Cause you need more than one way to break your guard or else, you know, somebody's not gonna have you approach there if you want to. This one's pretty simple. I think the way I learned it was to start with your gun under the gi in the arm plate. I don't think you have to. The important concepts, again, I didn't study this, it's funny how it works for me, that I've gathered is to isolate an arm. So you get a 2-on-1, whatever, sleeve grip, whichever arm you isolate, you need to keep pinned in that same side. You're gonna bring your leg up. This is just to prevent him from grabbing any cushions, right? So from here, I'm gonna use my palm of my hand, make a straight arm, kind of use my oblique on his knee and pry open the guard, right? So keep it close with the leg. So whichever side leg I'm gonna lift, I'm gonna isolate that arm, 2-on-1, whatever the hell. Boom, come up. Okay. Palm of my hand, try to get as straight as you can and use your oblique to open that guard. That was something else, right? So you were trying to keep it closed. The other thing you can do here, which I absolutely love this one, same exact thing, bring the leg up, and if for some reason it can't open, it's safe for a second or two to slide your hand back and break the guard open. Any questions on that? Okay, do that one real quick. 3, 2, 1. You'll see it in live rolling, if you're just muscling it down with your shoulder, a lot of it's, for me, I'm not strong enough, so that'll bleed in real quick. So think about using your oblique muscles. Some people are strong enough, they can probably just push it down, but if you've got it, start giving them a little more pressure on the legs, 50%, 70%. Yeah, nice. You can send that down. Yeah. Another thing real quick while we're drilling, you guys don't have to get up, but when you break the guard, Fonzo used to say this all the time for any of that Fonzo. When you break the guard, or at any time, if you're trying to pass somebody's guard, don't be afraid, just get up. Like if you're in a spot you don't want to be in, and let's say I get this guard break, and for some reason I don't feel like messing with him here, boom, boom, get the guard break and I don't feel like messing with him here. There's no rule that says I have to go. So don't be afraid to reset anyways. Get some more reps in, but just as you break their guard, you're like, shit, I don't know what to do here. Like, you can just reset. Okay. Yeah, that's one of the, Fonzo said it first. That video didn't exist when Fonzo said it. What did you do against jiu-jitsu? Just stand up. Again, to give them a little bit of resistance with their hand too. If they're not really trapping that hand down, don't let them have it. Thing used and tried and failed. If I tell you it doesn't work if you don't have it. Nice. Everybody cool? Any questions on that? You want to rep some more out or like just? Okay, so we'll do one more thing and then we'll position the floor. This is gonna be the cross collar choke. Everybody behind. The important tips that I think of. Some of them you almost said, some of them, internet, some of them the book of knowledge. Anyways, if you go for a cross collar choke, the first thing to know is that first grip you get is real important. If I come in here real shallow like this, it's gonna be really hard to finish. Like everybody, the cliche is touch the bag.
to get in there as deep as you can, right? So that's the first grip. You might have to, if he's real tucked up for some reason, you might have to open his lapel to be able to get up, but I can feel you just standing, right? So first important part is get a nice, good initial grip. Second grip, I've seen people talk about cutting an angle and then grabbing that grip. I've also seen people just shoot it straight up, so, there's both options, try it, see what you like more. After you have the first deep grip and the second grip, across, you're gonna wanna turn your palms to face you. You can already feel it getting tight. This is why we're doing that earlier. Turn your palms to face you. Use your lats to pull the person into you. My elbows are not out. If your elbows are out, it's gonna use your lats to pull them in. And then the last part is to flex your wrists, right? You can do it this way too. If you have like a reverse grip, you flex it the other way, but this is what I'm doing with my hands. They're in, facing towards me, bring them down, and then flex. See how I'm doing that? So deep grip all the way back into here, come across, shoot an angle if you want to. Second grip, turn your wrist towards you, elbows in, use your limit, and then flex the wrist. And sometimes, like, you might have to hold it. That's the one thing I was reading too. Is that if you don't get it right away, you might have to hold it longer than you think. So right away, you can go like that. It also wasn't that deep. So again, all the way to the collar, tag, place your palms towards you, flat, pull them in, and then flex the wrist. Questions? Cool. Do that a few times, and then we'll positional start. 3, 2, 1. Second one was much better. That was tight.
Moving it so nasty. I don't, but I do see that down here. And it's, but I argue before. Oh my God. Whoa. I didn't even feel it.
It's probably like so too. Yeah.
I didn't feel it. That's God.
That's something I got from multiple sources. If you're doing this with live rolling, you might have to hold it 2 or 3 seconds longer than you think you need. Don't let it go.
No.
Just so they're not. You might be like that. It might take. So like mechanically, is the chain actually do this or would it be metal? Yeah, I think the lapel like makes it tight against the back of them, but yeah, I guess mechanically it's your wrist. Essentially, you can there. So without the lapel, you have to.
Second word.
Do it cross out.
Getting that phone call, but they always like, do not, so the other one, it's hard because you gotta get too many. This one, if you just put one way.
One thing is, you gotta get, yeah.
That's
I mean,
I even want to think. Yeah, 'cause it's obvious. That, man. What do you think? Another one.
That's what I was telling them. Sometimes I sometimes I sometimes it might feel like, you know, but if you play like five, it might. All right, I like you. We're gonna do one more concept thing. We're not gonna drill it, and then we'll this one's far. Just 'cause this is the stuff that I learned today that I didn't do. So, before you get in my phone, please. Anyways, just a couple cool little pieces of information I grabbed. I think Podrick Gracie was teaching these ones. One thing is that if I'm here, he's gonna try to stand up to break my guard, stand up slow one leg at a time. The first leg, that's one leg at a time. So the first leg, if I start trying to pull on him, it's gonna be tough, but as soon as he lifts that second leg, that's when you can start breaking them down. So just the concept, if somebody's starting to stand up, first leg comes up, pretty strong. As soon as that second leg comes up, so just a little interesting concepts, keep back my guard. Another one was kind of an easy setup for a armbar, but I thought it was a cool concept. If he does establish a grip, like when we were doing that guard break earlier, this nice grip here. One concept is to always come over it if I'm gonna make a defensive grip. I know we're talking about grips, and people, some people don't like the grips, but we're gonna come all the way over and make a defensive grip. This is the concept number one, because I can start to see how I can fight his elbow versus if I'm over him and making a defensive grip, see how strong he is. If I come over, make a defensive grip, I can at least break his elbow down. And the other cool part is if I isolate his arm as well, I can throw up and get into like a free armbar position, leg in the hip, boom, bring it over. And then if I need an armbar. So. Anyways, that's just some cool stuff that I picked up while I was studying today. You want to see it, so yeah, I mean, we're not gonna drill those moves. If you have any questions, I'll tell you again, but if not, we're gonna see it spar. All right. What kind of sparring do you think we're doing, considering you did all that crap? So guard, baby. Yeah, go ahead and get you a partner. We'll do I kind of want to do 2-minute rounds because I feel like 1 minute is really fast. So we're gonna do find a partner, 2 minutes, one guy on bottom, then switch, and then we'll find a new partner, right? So try to use these moves, guy and guard. Oh, and then this is gonna be the rules, right? If you're the guy on top, and you get out of their guard, I don't care if you stand up and stand in base, I don't care if you pass them into a half guard. You break their guard and get out, reset. If you're the guy on bottom, your goal is to keep them there and submit them. If you only know the cross collar, then probably when they go to use your legs and your chest, shoot that cross collar up in there. So that's it. Think about the concepts. Don't put your hands on the mat, all the other crap. Go ahead and get you some partners and we will start. That's all right. All right, as soon as I clock hits 7:50, I'm saying no.
I know so. I wonder if they're better.
Yeah, my phone is somewhere.
You have that to.
Yeah. There we go, 750, go ahead, son. 2 minutes on top and then switch.
I'm glad you feel free to sleep too. Right, 5 o'clock, right? One more minute.
All right, take your minute, get your partner.
Crash course.
Breaking guard sometimes, anybody? Good.
If I got 20 seconds, I'll find a new partner.
Alright, 7:55, let's go. One more minute, come on. Nice switch, top and bottom. One minute, work. If the guard's open, just sit back into it. All right, time. Do, one more round of that. Actually, no, let's not do one more round of that. Let's do some real quick afterwards stuff. And then we'll probably just roll. There's something I wanted to teach, but I haven't tried it out yet, so I'm not gonna teach it. Talk about some basic concepts for some of the new guys again. You get them out of them, please. Okay. So we're talking about half guard. We're talking about top half for now.
there's some things you want. One, I want him flattened out. If I get him nice and flattened out, he has no power. He's up like this, you know, causing me problems. Not gonna be as tough. We're not gonna be as good as a half guard. So that's the first thing. I want him flattened out. Where we're gonna achieve that / maintain that is gonna be with the cross face of the shoulder and also an underhook on the same side as my leg is ankle. He's got my right leg. I want a right underhook. One key concept about this whole shoulder pressure thing, if I just do it now, it's probably gonna be pretty tight. If I pull him into me first and then put that thing down on him, not very fun, right? So basic half guard concept. If I can take all the space, and the one thing that I learned today studying, pull him into me first, and then put that pressure on him, it's not very fun. Bottom half guard. Kind of the opposite concept. This is actually what I told you that I wasn't gonna teach, because I haven't tried it out yet. So I'm not gonna teach it. All right. Fine, I'll try to show you. So I feel like I just stepped it off. The one thing is, if I get to that position I was just describing, we put me in that spot, that terrible spot. Not a lot of things you can do here if you're really good, but as a last ditch resort, you can, you know, I'm gonna tap guard. I can take the side I have entangled, so my body is my left, so I'm thinking my left, take it, get a hook underneath his leg. This arm can go on his knee, and pretty much I'm gonna face off and try to end up back in the full guard, put it back in half. So, anyways, this is the move I haven't tried. If you get to this spot, you're pretty ass. So we're gonna take our far side leg, get it underneath and get that foot in. It's kind of like a hook, like a butterfly hook. You might just trip out, right? Get that leg in as a hook. I have my arm down here on his knee. I'm gripping his pants. And I'm using my face to kind of a little bit bench him off and find myself in the full guard. That's the one thing. The other thing I haven't done that I was thinking about teaching today is how to not get smushed. I get smushed in half guard a lot, so this is a learning thing for me. The exact opposite of what I just did to him, I want to happen for me. So he wants this underhook, I want this underhook. He wants to squish me, I want to not get squished. So if I find myself, we're going to half guard, what I'm learning is to one, keep your shoulder in close so you can get that, and two, fight this overhook up on your side. You don't want to be squished, right? So we'll find a little bit. You don't want to be squished. All right, cool. So from this position, the one move that I saw is pretty much you can take it back. If you have a nice underhook here, you're gonna twist your wrist around, use this for momentum. So, anyways, those things I haven't tried yet. If you guys want to do them, go ahead. But if not, we'll let it start. If you want a Shark Tank, we'll Shark Tank you. I know you got the fight coming up. All right, let's Shark Tank Wallace. Let's Shark Tank Wallace to Ben. And then the music real quick. We'll do 10 minutes Shark Tank for Wallace, and then we'll roll to the end of class.
We're doing this jogging style.
That's one. Okay, see that. Pretty easy to choke. Ready already? Just one more spin at a time. 10 minutes.
When this is before our next person in, no one's over like. You ready for a fight? Ready, 10 seconds. I'm gonna get up. 5, 4. Now let him up, just play one thing. Go, go, go. Something all soft. Just like normal though in the case, right? Yeah. Find the spot, not saying to find a spot and breathe, just like it's like. There. All right, good work, good work. Keep that half guard. Okay. Go. Got it. Watch the please pulling backwards. Go, go, go. Go. Nice. Hold on. The timer goes out, but that'd be nothing with it going. Oh, that's a lot, come on. Nice block. Drag him down. That's nice. Watch the wall.
Whoever's that, you next. I'm gonna get out, my bell's gonna go off. Hey, it'll go, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna stop at 4, right? Quick match.
Frame all in.
You say you're leaving tomorrow? Goodness. I think you come for one ride. Oh, okay. Well, always come. Yeah.
Nice, Wallace, nice.
Okay. Going? Going? Yeah, well, okay. I did the next 1 second, 0. You doing this or not? Make work, work. Where you do want to go? Yeah. And maybe more. Oh, yeah. Stop that a lot. Quick match. What's going on? Go. Oh, this best man, you got 2 balls. Yeah, I got a nice. Come on. Kind of like, keep yourself away from it. Put it out, make it small, and that's what we do. Yeah. Well, that's what we're like the same thing.
Nice, sorry, Brandon.
There it is, come on. And one more person after this. So, 1.5 minutes left, and you got gas and go. Oh, well, that's what, Hold in, make them show me press the button. Oh, nice, Mama, nice. Hold in and make it show me that. Alright, well, no, you gotta take that, come on. 1 more minute, Wallace, 1 more minute. No, please.
Last one, last
Let's go, last one, Wallace, all you gas.
one.
Thank you all for helping with this, by the way.
Nice, Wallace, go, come on.
Work, 45 seconds, work. Go, 2 spots, 30. There you go, Bill. That's good, we get this, that's good, 20 seconds, run them out. Control. 15 seconds, come on, Chris, work. Come on, Chief.
15 seconds, Wallace.
Come on, Bill, 10, 9. All right, time. Good shit, Wallace. All right, if you want to get a drink of water, we're gonna get some rolling, everybody. I hope you're right now, and you didn't go out the hustle. If I get a partner, we're gonna do 2 or 3 rounds of rolling. Finally. Yeah, we don't work like it. I tell you, but I would, if I told you anything, it'd be me making stuff up. You know, that's the. All right, you done around and. Oh, my neck will break up in Like you. Hey, we'll go ahead and call it. Let's go one to the round. You might get the win. All right, we'll go ahead and bow out. You have to say if you want. All right. Thank you guys for being here today. I appreciate it. Getting closed tomorrow. Before the July. Hope you guys got something from today. If you have any questions or anything, I said you can ask me. I'll be around for a little bit. It's usually Wednesday too. So floor is open. If y'all have anything you want me to, maybe I already know and I can research a little better. Any positions you want to work specifically Wednesday, I'm open. So what do you want? Good ideas. Yeah, if also help me with that, I can study some, but if you'll be here to make sure that I'm not people involved in making sure some stuff, yeah, we'll move south of the anything else? I was thinking maybe some front headlock stuff, go over the anaconda a little bit, go over the dorsal a little bit. If y'all want to do that, maybe couple that in with some sprawling growth, because that's going to be a lot of more times while you find yourself in front headlock. And then I'll look up some north south and hopefully you'll help me out a little bit. But okay. Thank you all for being here. Hope we see you Wednesday. Next round was also Shark Tank. Thank you all. Enjoy. Look up the Did you say?
No, we did.
I encourage y'all to stay in row, get more rounds, and I'm not going to wait on the back. So, however late you want to stay in row. I'm on. Anything? I did. You know, it's probably shit I should have known for a while. Well, that's why I'm teaching it, right? Because I feel like I have to know. Almost that. I gotta start. I know. Let me do it again. I feel like I'm not bad. And you have to learn. You're gonna give me yeah. It's like. We gotta get rid feel all the time, you know, like, I'm still pretty good, like, providing skills out there, I learned, but like, just little shit, I know I'm doing wrong, remember I do it. Like I gave, I put myself in danger with way, like, I took one arm out like an idiot, but I was sitting there crying, like. Yeah. One of my favorite ones, is like, all the, yeah, the little where it's at, and it gets smaller, yeah, it always finds some detail. Yeah, I ended up learning a lesson there because not so much about them. Yeah. Well, then like I said, I mean, I know I know it's times where I feel like, oh, man, it's really nice, everybody feels like it's made. Because of the way I'm trying to structure, for me, I came in, I was the only anybody to like, circle one. Yeah. So I was there to get every guy, and so like, there's some parts that people start showing up. And you gotta meet, oh, yeah, well, you do that, then, yeah, you gotta go on to kind of make it. Yeah, right, so you're like, oh, you know, 5, 3, 4 guys, when you involved, and we're gonna learn some. Meanwhile, I'm like, I don't understand what the night was on. Well, you know, that's some of that, like, when you guys, like, I need that into this, and it's like, they don't have to eat that. Yeah, they don't even know what half guard is. Right. That's what I'm saying, so, that's like, right, I mean, you'll pay attention, you'll pick up, even if it's just one little thing. Yeah. Well, that's my whole, this point in my. I just gotta learn one thing every day. Yeah. We just take one thing, because it's like, Wednesday, I start, talk about that, because I've always got someone shoot people off and out. Oh, not, because I always try to do that. You gotta get them off the ground, and then put them. But I never thought about it. You know, yeah. Just like those colors that you talking about, because I'm the world worst. I'll get up there and maybe be white now. Yeah. Because I just feel like, I'm on, I'm like, all right, now you can't. Yeah. Because I'm like, I'll conquer this, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I also can do it. Yeah, yeah. And I'm sure there are people who are real good at like hip bump sweeps and like flower sweeps. I'm like, love it. Yeah. Like Christian's pretty good at those. He just never does them. Nobody else really does like a. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, if you do that to me, I'm not. For my little super thing to work, if you're like that, it ain't gonna work. Yeah, well, and that's what we're doing. You can get away with it. You know, there's things I can get away with in here that'll never work in person. Yeah. Now we're in late time. Yeah, so it's just like we get away with. Maybe everybody will go. Like that, my guy gets back. Yeah. Sorry, guys. No, sorry. Music's fun. 10 years just playing boys. I gotta go to the beach. So whether it's safe or not, it's one of those where. And I think